Welcome to the MCG for the annual Footy Means Business Rio Tinto Cup. It's the 8th time this match has taken place, where 50 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander men aged between 18 and 24 are given the opportunity to play at the home of footy as a curtain raiser to dream time at the G. Today we will see the Dempsey squad in red taking on the Hill squad in yellow. Welcome to the MCG. What an experience it will be for the men this afternoon as they get to try... My bad.
You're right, fella.
Oh, let's go in.
They must have just opened the gate.
Radio nerves.
That's cool.
You're
so
right,
once you, and
I've already got
once,
them too.
Yeah, once you
experience.
get through that scripted bit,
Yep.
that's sort of when we'll start. That's when we'll show those live shots at the MCG. So, just as you would if you're calling radio, you could say, we're at the MCG beautiful day here, and then you can just.
Sorry, did you want me to do that again? Sorry, my bad. Sorry. Welcome to the MCG for the annual Footy Means Business Rio Tinto Cup. It's the 8th time this match has taken place, where 50 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander men aged between 18 and 24 are given the opportunity to play at the home of footy as the curtain raiser to dream time at the G. Today we'll see the Dempsey squad in red taking on the Hill squad in yellow. There it is, the mighty MCG on a brisk Saturday afternoon. Nice conditions, and what an experience it is going to be here for the men as they build up to dream time at the G in front of an excellent crowd. A man that's no stranger to football at the MCG, Gilbert McAdam, who ran out here 11 times across his 111-game career. Booted 11 goals as well for St Kilda in Brisbane. Good afternoon, Gilly. What an experience it's going to be this afternoon for these men.
Oh, look, it's great to be again, Trav. It's great to be back at the MCG. No, it's going to be a great experience for these young men, because not everybody gets the opportunity to play at this sacred ground, the MCG. And I'll tell you one thing, they'll be telling their grandkids, they'll be telling their kids, and they'll be telling everyone, and it'll be a memory they'll never forget.
Another man as well that played a lot of football here, 50 times in fact for Essendon across his 145-game career, and a lot of times of those in Dreamtime matches. It's a very good afternoon to Nathan Lovett Murray.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, great to be back on MCG, and like Gilly was saying, it's always a great experience for these young men to be playing on such a big ground and on a big occasion as well.
We just saw them doing their warm-ups behind us before. How important is, as we just have a look at some of your vision here, just talk us through that goal against the Swans, and here at the MCG, Dreamtime game, snap around the body?
I always love playing in the Dreamtime matches. All the families here to watch, so, whenever you can kick a goal, it's always great to do.
And the guys themselves, of course, this afternoon, the opportunity to play in front of this big crowd, how much will they take away from a week together, all those special bonds, and getting to come out here and play as well?
Yeah, and some of the activities that the boys have been doing a lot of media stuff as well, and they've had Andrew Cracker, Josh Hill, Courtney Dempsey with them the whole week, so to have that experience with guys that have played AFL football, and hopefully the boys take something out of it, and they can get to that next level as well.
They got to do a lot of great stuff during the week. They took many tours, had a look around the Essendon training facilities, the Richmond training facilities. Brian Taylor spent some time at Channel 7 with them. Plenty of opportunities with Cyril Rioli as well. Jeez. Stuff that up.
Throwing onto the coach's grab.
Okay. The Hill teams and, of course, the Dempsey teams are the teams this afternoon. A little earlier this afternoon, Nathan caught up with both Courtney Dempsey, and assistant coach from the Hillside, Andrew Cracker.
There are a few players. Terry's a good hard and in and under player, so and pretty quick as well. So he'll be good player to watch. There's another midfielder, Will Smith. He's a pretty smooth mover. He's a good leader out there as well. So there's a few players. There's a young fella from Wadair. I can't really pronounce his name. It's pretty hard, but he's a very raw talent, and I think you'd see him up forward and hopefully taking a few hangers.
Oh, young Terry Yaron, T.I. Yaron, he's a nephew of mine, and young Chilton Yaron as well. And then we've also got some good guys. Caden is from Tassie, and a couple of Jesse, and a good couple of players from Tassie. So Matty Richardson, country mate. So we've only seen them train, so we haven't had a proper look at them. But through what they've showed at training is pretty exciting.
Radio in the morning.
They eat.
Entirely.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
They eat like kings.
Just gonna have one more roll through and gonna do it again. And
No worries, bro. All right. You're doing a good
So and just remember, we chat to Nathan and just welcome him, and then we sort of we'll just roll in his highlights, and that's where we can and as you did, you're through to that. So just remember, before we go on to that next piece, we're going to see the highlights.
Welcome to the MCG for the annual Footy Means Business Rio Tinto Cup. It's the 8th time this match has taken place, where 50 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander men aged between 18 and 24 are given the opportunity to play footy at the MCG. Welcome to the MCG for the annual Footy Means Business Rio Tinto Cup. It's the 8th time this match has taken place, where 50 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander men aged between 18 and 24 are given the opportunity to play at the home of footy as a curtain raiser to dream time at the G. Today we'll see the Dempsey squad in red taking on the Hill squad in yellow. Perfect conditions here at the MCG, a little brisk and around 15 degrees, but all in all, a great day for football. What an experience it's going to be for the 50 young men as they run out on the MCG this afternoon. I'm joined by a man who has plenty of great memories of doing just that. 11 games at the MCG across his 111-game career at St Kilda in Brisbane. Even booted 11 goals here. Good afternoon, Gilbert.
Oh, it's great to be here, Trav. Great to be back in Melbourne, and just looking forward to a great game today.
It's a wonderful experience and a wonderful opportunity for these young men. How much of an opportunity and how much will it mean to them to get that chance today?
Oh, it's going to mean a lot to them, and in previous games they've had the opportunity to play it at the sacred ground, I'll call it, the MCG, one of the greatest grounds, not just in Australia, but all around the world. So for them to get the opportunity to play in front of this crowd, they'll be talking about this for many, many years, Trav, don't worry about that. And they'll be telling their kids, they'll be showing it to their grandkids, because it's on tape through the broadcast.
Absolutely, and another man that's joining us today as well. He played 50 games here at the MCG, including many performances in Dreamtime games. Nathan Lovett-Murray, good afternoon to you.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah, that's a great day for football, and it's a great opportunity for these young fellas to play on such a big ground, MCG.
Hey, Nathan, a goal against the Sydney Swans. Fond memories. Like to celebrate.
Yeah, no, it's always good playing at MCG when you get a goal, especially knowing that all your family's in the crowd. So you like to put on a bit of a show for them when you kick a goal.
And a wonderful goal against Richmond as well. Wonderful memories for Nathan. How much will the gentlemen today, when they run out, they play, they've spent the week together doing a heap of stuff, how much will this mean to them?
Yeah, it definitely mean heaps to them, to have that opportunity to play on such a big ground. And, if they play a good game, could get drafted or something like that. There's so many opportunities that can come from this this game.
They've had a big week, as we said, plenty of things to do during the week. They had a tour of both the Richmond facilities. I went to Channel 7, met BT, spent some time with superstar hawk Cyril Rioli. As well as a visit in the studio audience of the Marngrook Footy Show. Of course, training at the Essendon Football Club, a cross-cultural training and resilience session as well, and a Koori cultural walk at the Richmond Football Club. Earlier this afternoon, Nathan caught up with both coaching staffs. We spoke to Courtney Dempsey and from the Hill squad, Andrew Cracker.
There are a few players. Terry's a good hard and in and under player, so and pretty quick as well. So he'll be good player to watch. There's another midfielder, Will Smith. He's a pretty smooth mover. He's a good leader out there as well. So there's a few players. There's a young fella from Wadair. I can't really pronounce his name. It's pretty hard, but he's a very raw talent, and I think you'd see him up forward and hopefully taking a few hangers.
Oh, young Terry Yaron, T.I. Yaron, he's a nephew of mine, and young Chilton Yaron as well. And then we've also got some good guys. Caden is from Tassie, and a couple of Jesse, and a good couple of players from Tassie. So Matty Richardson, country mate. So we've only seen them train, so we haven't had a proper look at them. But through what they've showed at training is pretty exciting.
We'll be up there. See what the 3AW is.
Welcome to the MCG for the annual Footy Means Business Rio Tinto Cup. It's the 8th time this match has taken place, where 50 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander men aged between 18 and 24 are given the opportunity to play at the home of footy as a curtain raiser to dream time at the G. Today we'll see the Dempsey squad in red taking on the Hill squad in yellow. Perfect conditions at the MCG this afternoon for the big curtain raiser to the Dreamtime match. What a wonderful experience it'll be for these young men as they get to run out onto the MCG and have those memories for a lifetime. I'm joined by a man who's no stranger to football at the MCG. He played 11 times here across his 111-game career at St Kilda and Brisbane. It's a very good afternoon to Gilbert McAdam. How are you, Gilly?
Yeah, good, Trav. Great to be at the MCG again, and looking forward for a good opportunity for a lot of these young men to play today.
It'll be a wonderful experience for them. What does the opportunity to play at the MCG mean to people that get the chance to run out here?
Oh, look, it's sacred ground, this oval, you know. Not many people get the opportunity to walk on this oval, let alone play on this oval. So it's a great opportunity for them, and they'll remember this for the rest of their lives. They'll be telling their kids, they'll be telling their grandkids. So, look, they'll remember this for the rest of their lives, Trev.
Another man that played a lot of footy at the MCG, 50 times across his career, and, of course, in some pivotal Dreamtime matches. It's a good afternoon to Nathan Lovett-Murray.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And, yeah, it's a great day for football, and, yeah, great opportunity for these young guys to be playing on such a big ground, MCG, and hopefully they get something out of it.
Let's have a look at a couple of your goals at this very venue. Nathan, of course, against the Swans there. What can you tell us about that? And what about this against Richmond in the Dreamtime? A little snap around the body and a ripping celebration.
Yeah, no, it's always good to kick a goal on MCG, and especially knowing when all your family's in the crowd during Dreamtime.
Lots of opportunities during the Footy Means Business week before the Rio Tinto Cup. The lads had plenty of opportunities. They got to do some tours of both the Richmond and Essendon facilities, spent some time with BT at Channel 7, as well as some time with Cyril Rioli. A Koori cultural walk as well, and the AFL Sports Ready employment session. Yes, it certainly throws up some great opportunities and also the opportunities to play under their coaches. Earlier this afternoon, Nathan Lovett-Murray caught up with them. He caught up, of course, with Courtney Dempsey as well as Andrew Cracker from the Hill squad coaching panel.
There are a few players. Terry's a good hard and in and under player, so and pretty quick as well. So he'll be good player to watch. There's another midfielder, Will Smith. He's a pretty smooth mover. He's a good leader out there as well. So there's a few players. There's a young fella from Wadair. I can't really pronounce his name. It's pretty hard, but he's a very raw talent, and I think you'd see him up forward and hopefully taking a few hangers.
Oh, young Terry Yaron, T.I. Yaron, he's a nephew of mine, and young Chilton Yaron as well. And then we've also got some good guys. Caden is from Tassie, and a couple of Jesse, and a good couple of players from Tassie. So Matty Richardson, country mate. So we've only seen them train, so we haven't had a proper look at them. But through what they've showed at training is pretty exciting.
For the annual Footy Means Business Rio Tinto Cup. It's the 8th time this match has taken place, where 50 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander men aged between 18 and 24 Welcome to the MCG for the annual Footy Means Business Rio Tinto Cup. It's the 8th time this match has taken place, where 50 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander men aged between 18 and 24 are given the opportunity to play at the home of footy as a curtain raiser to dream time at the G. Today we'll see the Dempsey squad in red taking on the Hill squad in yellow. Perfect conditions at the MCG this afternoon for the big curtain raiser to the Dreamtime match. What a wonderful experience it'll be for these young men as they get to run out onto the MCG and have those memories for a lifetime. I'm joined by a man who's no stranger to football at the MCG. He played 11 times here across his 111-game career at St Kilda and Brisbane. It's a very good afternoon to Gilbert McAdam. How are you, Gilly?
Yeah, good, Trev. Great to be at the MCG again, and looking forward for a good opportunity for a lot of these young men to play today.
It'll be a wonderful experience for them. What does the opportunity to play at the MCG mean to people that get the chance to run out here?
Oh, look, it's sacred ground, this oval, you know. Not many people get the opportunity to walk on this oval, let alone play on this oval. So it's a great opportunity for them, and they'll remember this for the rest of their lives. They'll be telling their kids, they'll be telling their grandkids. So, look, they'll remember this for the rest of their lives, Trev.
Another man that played a lot of footy at the MCG, 50 times across his career, and of course in some pivotal Dreamtime matches. It's a good afternoon to Nathan Lovett-Murray.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And yeah, it's a great day for football, and yeah, great opportunity for these young guys to be playing on such a big ground, MCG, and hopefully they get something out of it.
Let's have a look at a couple of your goals at this very venue. Nathan, of course, against the Swans there. What can you tell us about that? And what about this against Richmond in the Dreamtime? Little snap around the body and a ripping celebration.
Yeah, no, it's always good to kick a goal on MCG, and especially knowing when all your family's in the crowd during Dreamtime.
Lots of opportunities during the Footy Means Business week before the Rio Tinto Cup. The lads had plenty of opportunities. They got to do some tours of both the Richmond and Essendon facilities, spent some time with BT at Channel 7, as well as some time with Cyril Rioli. A Koori Cultural Walk as well, and the AFL Sports Ready employment session. Yes, it certainly throws up some great opportunities, and also the opportunities to play under their coaches. Earlier this afternoon, Nathan Lovett-Murray caught up with them. He caught up, of course, with Courtney Dempsey, as well as Andrew Cracker from the Hill squad coaching panel.
There are a few players. Terry's a good hard and in and under player, so and pretty quick as well. So he'll be good player to watch. There's another midfielder, Will Smith. He's a pretty smooth mover. He's a good leader out there as well. So you know, there's a few players. There's a young fella from Wadair. I can't really pronounce his name. It's pretty hard, but he's a very raw talent, and I think you'd see him up forward and hopefully taking a few hangers.
Oh, young Terry Yaron, T.I. Yaron, he's a nephew of mine, and young Chilton Yaron as well. And then we've also got some good guys. Caden is from Tassie, and a couple of Jesse, and a good couple of players from Tassie. So Matty Richardson, country mate. So we've only seen them train, so we haven't had a proper look at them. But through what they've showed at training is pretty exciting.
So let's have a look at the Dempsey team there. And Anthony Walker, of course, Nathan, a nephew of yours.
Yeah, young cousin of mine, and I've actually been coaching him the last couple of years up at Rumballah, and he done a pre-season with Richmond's VFL team last year, and didn't get put on the VFL list, but he's back at Rumba playing, and from what I've been hearing, he's having a really good year as well.
And some wonderful names in that Hill team as well. Wanganeen, Ugle, some great names there, Gilbert.
Yeah, there is, and there's a nephew of Gavin Wanganeen, legend Brownlow medalist from former Essendon and Port Power player, so it'd be interesting to see how he goes. But also young Kyle Ugle. I remember Troy Ugle. It's actually Troy Ugle, ex-West Coast player. That's his grandson.
There you go. Gee, time flies, doesn't it, grandson?
Well, I'm a grandfather, Trev. I've got 3 grandkids, so I know what it feels like.
There you go. So perfect conditions here for the Footy Means Business Rio Tinto Cup for 2018. It is the Dempsey squad taking on the Hill squad. The Dempsey squad in red and black, as you would expect, Nathan. So promises to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a great day for football. Beautiful weather, beautiful ground. So hopefully the boys go out there and have a crack, and that's all you can ask for.
What kind of game are we expecting, guys? Open and just a real opportunity to show your wares?
Yeah, look, Trav, I reckon it'll be a very open game, because I'm sure the coach will be saying, don't get nervous, go out, show your skills, and take it on, Nate.
Exactly. Take the game on. Move the ball quick and get it in the forward line quick.
So we're underway. It was a takeout by the Dempsey squad, and they're up to half forward. Trying to find the handle there was Najameric. He couldn't, and we're going to get a ball up 50 metres out from their goal. Ruck contest run nicely by Deeren to start with, but he couldn't find a teammate.
Yeah, just quickly as you look around the ground, all the players, it's all one-on-ones and, not on that flooding or anything like that anymore, Nat Rat.
Yeah, it's good. Play one-on-one football, let the boys go out and play some football and take the game on.
It was Trevor Wanganeen that fished out the hand pass there, but we've got another stoppage, still about 60 out from Team Dempsey's goal.
Both sides have just got one player just hanging back about 10 metres, just as a loose man.
Gee, Deeren decisive in the ruck that time. Drover gets it forward for the Hill team up towards half forward, and just measuring his run there was Yaron, and he can spread it wide. That's a nice kick. Going to build along the wing here, the Dempsey squad. Savalas Seddon brings his teammate into the game. They bounce it up towards half forward, and a kick inside forward 50, not ideal, and it's been picked off back there by Jesse Purton for the Hill squad. He goes up to the wing, and that's okay as well. Trying to measure the pass that time, Gilbert. They're getting a little bit risky with their kicks.
Yeah, you have to be careful when you cross the goals, Nat Rat. You always normally got to make sure he's got 5 or 10 metres on every other opposition, don't you?
Yeah, you don't want to be kicking to a 50-50. You want to make sure that that player that you're kicking to is clear so he can play on and move the ball quick.
McMasters, that's better. That time finds Santa Pepper Egan.
He's a family member from Alice Springs, young McCullus. He's good to see him out there playing.
Very good. Here's Gabriel Parfitt. He's probably a kick and a half from goal. And he's just called back to pick his way over the mark. There's a Parfitt on either side this afternoon amongst the 50 men getting their opportunity. Speaking of which, here's an opportunity for the first goal. To the teeth of goal here, and it'll be a very, very simple tap through. The first of the afternoon is to Kyle Thomas from the Dempsey squad, and they take the lead by that goal.
Yeah, Kyle Thomas, he's from Victoria, Nat Rat. Thomas, you know the Thomas family? You might know him a bit more than what I would.
Thomas family might be from out Dandenong way. I'm not sure if he is, but yeah, I think he might be from that way. But it was a good kick by his teammate to the top of the goal square, and good team football, which is what we want to see, and finished off with a goal.
Yeah, there was actually 2 yellow team members from the Hill there, and they probably could have done a bit better, Nat Rat, when just on the replay there's 2 guys. They could have probably punched that through. He beat 2.
He probably should have punched it a bit harder so he can get it over the line.
Good start, though.
Yeah, good pressure kick forward there by Will Smith to give them the opportunity. Deeren, he's been great in the ruck, and here he goes again. Got it down to Wanganeen, and they're inside forward 50. The Hill squad mopped up back there again by Yaron. He's been lively early. And they're possessing the footy nicely.
Yaron, that's a familiar name in AFL circles.
It is, yes, a couple of Yarons recently in the AFL mix. They've looked better with football in hand very early, obviously, the Dempsey team. Comes out to the broadcast wing, and getting onto that as McMasters. Wants to go inboard, that's okay. I like to take the game on. This is Courtney Dempsey's stamp. The star running defender he was for the Bombers. This time it doesn't come off. Kurungayu at the back pocket there, although his kick not great. Saylor's got it, wants to take the game on. They had it and lost it there, the Hill team. Getting an opportunity, here's Hansen, fires towards goal. And it's out to the right-hand side for a minor score.
Yeah, that young Hansen, he's Dylan Hansen, he's from Western Australia.
Kick not great, back in there, and it's been marked by Walker. What sort of hoofs he got on him, Nathan?
Oh, he's a big kick on the run. I'm not sure how he'll go with the set shot, but if he was on the run, he's a good shot for goal outside 50. But we'll see. He'd probably be kicking around that 50-metre mark, so we'll see how it goes. He might get in because he's playing on the MCG.
The son of Corey Walker, one of my good mates from Shepparton, worked at him at the Rumballara and the RMIT.
Yeah, he worked at the Ash Academy of Sport, Health and Education, and I'd been working there the last couple of years as well with him.
Off hands and a minor score. It was a good effort. They might get another opportunity here, Team Dempsey. Although Egan got it away, his pocket was picked, and just busting through was Conway. He gets a look from about 25 out and slots it. Exciting goal.
Yeah, just that defensive pressure there, the tackling, which was at high intensity. It's great to see these young guys tackling and putting pressure on the ball, and it caused a turnover. And yeah, the young guy got a goal.
Good to see a guy from Queensland. He's from Queensland way, and obviously we don't get a lot of AFL footballers from that way. So it's great to see the development of AFL football in Queensland.
Well, Courtney Dempsey was from Queensland as well, and he had a pretty good football career. And hopefully this young guy can do the same as what Dempsey did.
Wonderful instinctive goal. So the first 2 majors belong to Team Dempsey.
Oh,
Hill
great.
getting great service. And
Great
here they
reading.
come again, yeah. So Quartermain pumps it inside forward 50. They'll get an opportunity. Can they find the handle? They got the numbers at the full of the footy. Little go off the deck there from Stumner Hooper to no avail. And Team Dempsey can build from half back. Getting on the end of a chain of hand passes is Walker again. He's been lively. Pocket was picked, though, by Hakeem Flowers. Can they get something meaningful going here, the Hill squad? He follows up Flowers, little one over the top. He's kept on running as well. He's going to get on the end of it again. 3 touches in about 20 metres of territory. Puts it inside forward 50. Got to get down a long way, Hammersley. It's okay, finds the handle, gives it across to McDonald, who misses.
Interesting, that rat Team Hill. They went all the way around the boundary, brother. You know the quickest way home. The red team in Dempsey, they went straight down the middle. They need to go a bit direct.
Yeah, exactly. You got to use that corridor, quickest way home for a goal. And you can see, Dempsey's team, when they've got the ball up forward, a bit more composure. I reckon the Hill team, every time they've gone in forward, probably rushing it a bit. Just need to settle the nerves and just get into the game.
Smith to Savalas Seddon. Again, they go into that corridor, Gilly, the Dempsey squad. Davies trying to find the handle, get some support from Savalas Seddon, who follows up. He puts it wide for Saylor. Got an awkward bounce, was good enough to win it and then run away. Has a bounce, has to get rid of it now. Good pressure. And they've caused the turnover, the Hill squad. And they've got numbers on that outer side wing. And they can share it around. Something meaningful this time. Top of the goal square. Gee, good defensive mark.
That was better, though, by the yellow team. They brought it back to the middle, and that rat and went straight down the middle.
Yeah, exactly. That was a lot better. And you just got to keep continuing that and, and it will start working off.
There's Cockatoo Lou on the wing. Was a good mark taken.
Cockatoo, we've heard that name before, Trev.
Some great names, isn't there?
Former Essendon teammate of yours too?
Oh, no, I never played with him, but I was actually with him on Thursday at the long lunch, Shea Cockatoo Collins. So, yeah, he's doing all right. He's up in Queensland, Stradbroke Island.
Oh, what a lovely spot.
Hard to beat, isn't it? So we've got a ball up. The Hill squad starting to have their moments in this game after a bright start. Here's another chance. Wanganeen gets them back inside forward 50. They've got numbers this time. Hammersley wheels around. He pokes it into the pocket. In fact, this is Hammersley tracking it into the pocket. If you can win a stoppage, it'd be advantageous. Hand pass comes out for McMasters, though. And he'll wait the kick. He's got a couple of teammates that can share it on defensive 50. Davies. They're overlapping nicely here now. Team Dempsey. Running to 50 is Parfitt and just lays it up beautifully. And the juggling mark has been taken by Phillips.
Yeah, I just reckon Team Dempsey, when they get the ball from their back 50, they just seem to be more predictable with their movements, whereas the yellow Team Hill, they're sort of working harder to get from their back to their forward 50. Team Dempsey seem to have a better structure in that, Brad.
Yeah, it's that old saying, once it comes in one side, it's got to come out the other, and you can see, the Dempsey team doing that a lot better. But because they're so predictable what they're doing, they've got players out there, they've got numbers out on those wings, they're getting the ball, looking in the corridor, and they're moving it into their forward line a lot more quicker, and it's opened up opportunities.
So Zach Phillips kicks his first goal of the contest.
He's from
18-year-old.
Yeah, he's from Western Australia as well. So a lot of Western Australians in this game there, and interesting. I was seeing a statistic the other day. Western Australian footballers have created the most footballers VFL, AFL, and that's interesting.
Oh, it's such a big state, and there's so much great talent up there in WA, and they just love their football, and they're so passionate about it. And we've played with some Noongar boys before, and we know how talented they are with their football. Yeah.
Some leadership shown after that goal from Phillips as well to his teammates, just setting them up for the next play. Deering again wins in the ruck, but again, they're not going to get the takeout. And up towards half forward come the Dempsey squad again. Parfitt was the target, and he's infringed. It's a free kick across half-back. Here
Just
for
a
Egan.
bit high. They grabbed him a bit high, Trav.
He finds Whaley's stack, and his teammate just lost his feet at just the wrong moment. Disappointing result there for Kurangai. And we've got a stoppage on centre wing.
Egan. Is that Egan from Shepparton?
Yeah, I think he might be a relation of Chris Egan.
Chris Egan used to play for Collingwood.
Yeah, so Chris played at Collingwood and was actually assistant coach up Rumballara and yeah, back playing football too.
So they're back inside forward 50 again. The Hill squad looking for their first goal of the contest. Bin hit him down there, getting involved for the Dempsey squad, and they'll switch to the broadcast side. It's a nice kick, well weighted for Anthony Walker, who started brightly. And he's found Smith, who's been very good. He's called to go.
Good tackle.
And he's gone.
He had prior opportunity, Nat Rat.
Oh, I had his chance and he tried to move the ball quick, but yeah, just got a bit of that composure, hold on to the ball and don't need to turn it over like that.
So Kendall Taylor, he wanted to get on with the business. He has to go back over his mark and drives it long into the pocket, and there's a good grab taken down there by Hammersley. Powerful stuff.
Oh, look, if you get the ball, just kick it him straight away, 50-50.
Yeah.
He'll be hard to beat.
I reckon there's a couple of times they've gone looking for him, but they've kicked it along the ground too wide. But you know, as soon as they can see if you kick it up high and give him a chance, you can't beat him in the air.
So another tight opportunity, but they're looking for their first goal, Team Hill. Opens up the angle. Gee, that's a nice effort. Just offline, touching the post.
Yeah, they need to kick some goals. They need to just kick some steady down, and they got a couple of points there. I reckon they need a goal just to steady the ship a bit in that Rat.
I reckon it's probably been about even inside 50s, but the Dempsey's team's probably been a bit more efficient when they're going forward.
And they got 3 goals, so they need a goal just to give them a bit of confidence.
Bit of something. So here's Hansen. Contest in the middle of the ground. Nadja Merrick gets to half forward. Doesn't make great contact with the kick, but it's okay. And Kyle Thomas on the burst takes the mark 25 metres out.
Yeah, look, they just seem to have a better structure going into their forward 50 Nat Rat. I know it's only early, but there seems to be a better understanding for Team Dempsey than the Team Hill at the moment coming in. But, you know, a long way to go yet.
Yeah, it's only early in the game, and they do look a bit unsettled, the Team Hill, and they just got to just relax a bit, being out on MCG and just go out and play your normal game.
So that won't be a goal, and it's still alive. Team Hill, though, will have the numbers to clear. A couple of their teammates mucked that up there, got in each other's way. Diving on the footy there is Gondara for Team Dempsey, and he's won a stoppage.
Yeah, that was, that was good defence by Team Dempsey then, just to hold it back, keep it inside their forward half.
It's been really good, that defence and pressure on the ball from the Team Dempsey.
From the restart. Team Dempsey share it around by hand, looking to run onto it. Jones finds the handle, brings Conway into the contest. Good evasive skills once, not the second time he's caught.
Ooh, I thought well, he was a bit lucky. He had prior opportunity, but in fairness, he did get touched around the head.
Okay.
Nat Rat.
I think he was a bit surprised that he got the ball.
So McDonald, I thought he was gone, but he gets another chance for Team Dempsey. They're inside forward 50 again. And across the face of goal from Thomas, and it's going to fall nicely to Hansen, who's taken the mark close to goal.
You reckon he was going for a shot then, Rat, or
it
what?
looked like he was going for a shot, and I reckon he might have come off the wrong side of the boot and hit his teammate up.
We'll give him the benefit of the doubt, eh, Trav? What do you reckon?
Kick your first one on an afternoon in a chance like this, and then start sharing them off, I reckon.
Yeah.
So Dylan Hansen, who's only a youngster as well, 18 years of age, from WA. Won't get too many opportunities this good at the MCG, and he's hit the post as well. Another minor score.
Yeah, they 6 scoring shots to 2. Team Dempsey getting all the possession so far. It's only early, but a long way to go.
So Tristan Little, entrusted with the kicking in duties, finds Mooka. And that's okay as well. Taylor wants to take them on, has a bounce, has a look around. He's good to go. Gets them to the wing and drives a long ball to a one-on-one across half forward, and a nice mark taken. This is a better build-up. Drover puts them deep inside forward 50 here. Hill, it's bouncing and bouncing and bouncing. It went too far. It's run through for a minor score. Not sure that was by design. Opportunity lost for Team Hill. A very quick return of the football by Team Dempsey, Cockatoo Lou. They're pretty keen to get straight back into the channel, aren't they, Team Dempsey?
Yeah, and they seem to go through the middle a bit more too, down, you know, quickest way home.
Taylor had it and lost it. Team Dempsey pushing it forward. The Hill team, though, guys, they're having plenty of opportunity, controlling parts of this match without kicking a goal as Whaley Stack runs onto it. Got a bit of a problem. Having it and losing it was Conway, but it fell to Jones. And Team Dempsey back inside forward 50. And the mark's been taken by Hansen. We'll get a look after the siren from about 45 metres. How heavy will the legs be?
Fair kick from there too, and it's on an angle in that rat.
Yeah, it's a big kick. Looks like a big boy, young Dylan, and I reckon he might be able to just probably get it on the line, I reckon. There's not much wind out there, so...
He's given it plenty of air.
Give it. Oh.
Yeah.
It's out to the right-hand side and through for a minor score to put a full stop on the first turn. Quarter time at the MCG. Team Dempsey lead by 19 points. On the other side, more from the Footy Means Business Rio Tinto Cup. And got it away. His pocket was picked and just busting through as Conway. He gets a look from about 25 out and slots it.
hello. Hello, hello. Yeah, there we go.
Back on. Welcome back to the MCG. Quarter time, an entertaining first quarter. Open footy, exciting footy. And Team Hill, a little bit of work to do at quarter time, trailing by 19 points.
Yeah, look, they just need a goal, like we said before quarter time, Nat Rat. They just need to settle their nerves a little bit. I reckon they're nervous. And I reckon once they get a goal, I reckon they'll be okay. But it'll be interesting to see if that's a scoring end for Team Dempsey as well.
Yeah, I don't think there's much wind out there, so I don't reckon it should be too bad. But, yeah, they need to just get a goal, just settle their nerves and, just go out there and play in a natural game of footy.
Well, they're getting first look most ruck contests, and alone puts them up inside forward 50. That's much better, boys.
That's better.
And that's my point. Maybe that's a scoring end, but that's what they needed to get it out of their forward 50. Nat Rat, the ruckman in Team Dempsey, he just went up for the ball. And what an amazing story. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's his first time of playing AFL football. So, to be able to play a game at an MCG for the first time ever, it's...
How lucky is that?
Yeah, young Ratatu Tavita Nauru from Queensland. Narua.
What a great story.
Disappointing for Parfitt. They've got to follow up now, Team Hill, after that kick was battered down. Taylor getting involved, but Davies won it back. Risky kick, though. A one-on-one. Can they get on the end of this? Flowers has got it. Slips the hand pass out towards Parfitt. Had it and lost it. Flowers came again. Parfitt tried to create a passage for a lone. Busy. Again was Flowers. Dispossessed. And thrown off the footy was Will Smith. He's going to get a free kick.
Yeah, look, look, he deserved it. He attacked the ball well, and he looks pretty lively down there.
It's been good, hasn't he? One of the better ones so far. Bin Haddam got it up towards Saylor. Never a lot of room to work in. Involved Phillips, and the ball's got out of bounds for a ball in centre wing.
Hey, Nat, I know it's a great opportunity for the players to actually play at the ground, but I reckon for Courtney Dempsey and for Andrew Cracker, for them to get the opportunity to coach as well, that's a great development for the coaches too, just as much as the players.
Yeah, definitely. It's, we need more AFL Indigenous coaches, and it's good to see those young guys, going out in that path and giving their expertise, to these young guys. They've both played over 100 games and know what it's like to be out there. So to have these young guys have those coaches around them would be great for them.
It's tightened up a little bit early stages of this second term, but Team Hill, Munninger got it inside forward 50, a whistle though. They're going to get a look here.
Yeah, it was after disposal, Trav. He tackled him after he got rid of it, and this is an opportunity for them to get a goal now because they wouldn't want to keep kicking some points, but I like that kick. No mucking around, straight to him, give it a 50-50.
Well, they've got the big full forward down there, so get in there quick, and it creates opportunities.
I've got to stop saying Nat, I've got to say Nathan. Sorry, my brother.
Geez, a nice kick of the footy, and he's got there first. Nicholas Hammersley.
Every time he's been near the ball, and he had the mark before in the first quarter, and he had a shot at goal, but it just hit the post. And looks like he's a good kick for goal. He's got a big left foot.
Yeah, and well done there by Mangara. Lee Mangara from the Northern Territory. He got the first, he crumbed that really well from the ruck.
So you might be onto something here, Gilly. The wind has sprung up a little bit, blowing to that punt road end, so
maybe that is the scoring end.
It could possibly be. So from the restart, first hand on it from Nairua, the man who's playing his first game of football at the MCG. Incredible. And he's getting involved. Little hand pass out is nice for Smith, who runs to 45. Has he got enough shoe on it to get to the line? He hasn't. It's off hands, and in the end, Quartermain ushers it through for a minor score.
Yeah, Smith, he looks a lot lively top now, not only in defence, but even in the forward 50.
Absolutely, as Purton's kick goes off hands and out of bounds for a ball in. Nice little crowd in front of us here on the broadcast side. Starting to build nicely.
Yeah, when we were doing the interviews there earlier on, and few people in the MCC too watching the game, Nathan.
Yeah, it's good people getting here early to watch the young talent that's on, so it's great to see.
The great feature of the round is the Footy Means Business Rio Tinto Cup, of course, of the Sir Doug Nicholls round of footy. Taylor, hand pass out wide, it's picked off by Savalas Seddon, and that was nice to Walker. They're building nicely again, Team Dempsey. Smith puts them inside forward 50. They're outpointed this time. And Team Hill will go the switch. Waiting to receive is McDonald.
He's a family member from Alice Springs, young Liam McDonald, and yeah, son of Clivey and Leanne.
There you go. Alone, pushes it up the ground, and McDonald's chased up, found the footy again, and again hits a teammate who juggles at Flowers. Risky kick goes to a one-on-one. It might work out okay. Gee, that was clever. Comes out to Parfitt, and he'll drive them long inside forward 50. They're moving it much better in the second term, and the ruckman, Doreen, has gone forward and taken a mark.
Hey, Trav and Nathan, I've been doing this game for about 4 or 5 years now, and I've noticed a trend today, and it always seems to happen that one team gets away in the first quarter and the other team comes back in the second quarter. I don't know what it is, but it seems to be the same trend that I've been doing for the last 4 or 5 years, Nathan. I'll tell you, it's true.
Well, they've been using the corridor like we spoke about. You know, the Dempsey team was doing that in the first quarter. Now the Hill team, you know, must have been the message, use the corridor, and
that's
they're
right.
using the corridor a lot more, and they're creating opportunities from it.
I think you've been writing the scripts, Gilly.
Oh,
This is risky and a big opportunity for Team Hill. They'll run in and shoot towards goal, and it's a missed opportunity from the boot of Mooka.
Oh, there's a free kick. Oh, there's a free
dear,
kick.
and there's an injury as well.
Yeah, number
It's
number
Munninger.
5. It's Lee Munninger. Yeah, he's coming off it. He might have done something to his wrist, I reckon, Nathan and Trav. He doesn't look good. Hope he's okay.
Mooka's going to get a second look, as Gilbert said.
Yeah, he got knocked after the play, so he kicked a point, so he's getting another chance, so hopefully he can make the most of it.
To tighten it right up at the MCG.
Missed.
He's missed again.
Well, he had a second chance, and 5 behinds, 1 goal. They need to convert a bit better than that.
It's that nerves, I think. They're just a bit nervous in front of goal,
Yeah. Well, wouldn't you be only playing at the MCG?
These chances don't come along too often.
No, that's right.
They've done well to tie it up in their forward line, though, the Hill squad. And they've got a ball in 25 metres around from their goal.
That young William Smith, I noticed him in the back 50. Just before we seen him in the forward 50, he's obviously got an engine on him, Nathan.
Yeah, it's good fitness, and it's good to see from these young guys, you know, running both ways, not just always running forward, but you've got to push back in the defence, help your teammates out, and then go hard again the other way.
Working hard is Will Smith, who grew up in Melbourne, plays for Doveton Football Club. And was part of the TAC Cup of the Dandenong Stingrays as well. So he's a good leader, and as we've seen, very composed with the footy in his hands.
And they're coached by Daniel Charles out there at Doveton, and he's an Aboriginal coach, the local football, so his name's been brought up a couple of times, and yeah, he's playing with the Dandenong Stingrays.
Nice work there by Helmuth. Blind turn and got it going forward for Team Dempsey. Just need to possess the footy for a while, the team in red. They're in front, but the Hill squad have had most of the pill. Fishing for it and finding it's McMasters, who's been pretty good. He puts it inside forward 50, plenty to kick at, and it's a well-judged mark. Taken by Kyle Thomas.
Yeah, Michaelis, you just called him McMasters. That was a beautiful kick, you know, because he didn't give a lot of air to it. It was a flat sort of a kick. Look at that. Although it looks like it's a lot of air there, but, oh, look, he spotted it well then, and that was a beautiful kick. He's put it right out in front of him, and he's just ran onto it.
Yeah, he's read the ball well, hasn't he, young Kyle? He's taken a couple of marks inside 50 and another shot at goal.
So he's been a lively...
He's well built, isn't he?
Yeah,
very solid.
He looks like a natural forward. He can just read the play. He's a good leader, good mark, good kick for goal as well.
Beautiful kick.
Well said, Nathan. That's his second. And he's very keen about it.
Nah, that's good, and so you should be, because you know what? Like I said before the game when we spoke about it, he can say that he's kicked a goal at the MCG, Nathan.
Well, he's kicked 2 now, hasn't he?
Well, he has.
Yeah.
No, well, that's it. Not many people can say that they've kicked a goal. You might have done it in Auskick or something, Trav, but, you know, I mean...
I kicked a point, funnily enough, here in Auskick when I was a kid.
Well, there you go.
Not quite.
There's my point.
It was a long time ago. It was that long ago when I played Auskick. We played against Fitzroy.
Fitzroy.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it was a while ago now.
These young kids wouldn't know Fitzroy now, would they?
You would have played against Fitzroy, Gilly?
I did play for against Fitzroy. I certainly did.
Yeah, Chris Johnson played for Fitzroy.
Well, Chrissy Johnson,
Yeah.
you know, he's the only one that played with Fitzroy, and then actually there is another
Alistair
guy.
Lynch.
I can't think of it off the top. Alistair Lynch. Yeah, you are correct. And yeah, look, what a we can't forget Fitzroy. What a great. They're one of the most foundation teams. Are they one of the foundations team, Trev?
Yep.
Pretty sad what happened to that club. But anyway, that's in the past.
Parfitt gets another look. I reckon the other one that moved was Nick Carter, that went from Fitzroy to
Nick Carter,
Brisbane as
Bendigo,
well.
yeah. You played with him at
Ended
Bendigo
up
Bombers,
Melbourne.
big
Yeah.
carts.
So Parfitt will get a look. 20 metres out directly in front. They need this, the Hill team. They're in the game, just not on the board. And there's a goal.
It was really good work in the centre bounce. You know, they got a good tap, a quick kick into the forward line and goal.
Yeah, and you're spot on, Nathan, because I've noticed in the first quarter, Team Dempsey, they were getting all the ball out of the centre and they were winning those centre clearances. All of a sudden this quarter, Team Hill, they're getting the centre clearances now.
Yeah, and that's what they need to do to get back on top of the game. You know, win those centre bounces, get it going in their forward line, give their forwards opportunities. And you know, the forwards are getting opportunities. It's probably not hurting them on the scoreboard as much.
So well, they're only 2 goals behind now, so it's...
They're right in this game, aren't they, Gilly?
Yeah, I was just going to say the 4-5 to 2-5.
So from the restart, can they go again, Team Hill? They can. The hand pass comes out towards Drover. And that's a nice kick as well. And he's starting to have an impact, Deverell.
That name Drover, there used to be a fella called Tony Drover. He used to play in Adelaide, a lot of football, also from Alice Springs, so he might be related to Tony Drover.
Deverell goes back with purpose from 35 metres. The set shot goal kicking's been pretty good this afternoon. A couple that have just missed from pretty tight angles, but when they've had opportunity, they've been able to kick the kickable ones. Deverell on that left foot, that's not a good example, and a minor score.
Yeah, Travie grew up in Devonport, Tasmania. He plays for the Latrobe Demons. He's won multiple leading goal-kicking awards, won the under-18 premiership. His brother has come through the Footy Means business program, so it's great that it goes from brother to brother, sibling to sibling, Nathan.
Yeah, it just creates those opportunities for them, and they get that confidence from playing on the MCG, playing in these type of games, and take that back to their local club footy, and it helps them.
Would he have lent his brother's ear to talk about what it's like to play on the MCG as he gets the footy again here, Deverell? Kick to advantage. We'll come back to that to Hammersley. Can he track it down? He can't. It runs away.
Oh, look, absolutely. And, you know, when you talk about something like that, all of a sudden it can become reality for you. You know, it's probably a dream to do it, but then because you see your brother do it, that's where it all starts. It started with my career. My brother Greg McAdam played AFL. It gave me the confidence to say, hey, if he can do it, I can do it. And this is exactly the same
And
here,
it's not
Nathan.
just your brothers, it's the little kids
Or
that
your
are watching,
cousins or your
cousins,
uncles
yeah,
or,
exactly,
or whatever.
that
Yeah,
are growing up, and it's the same. In Hayward, a young cousin Jermaine Jones played his first game for Geelong Cats last week, and he grew up in Hayward, and I had a mentoring role with him, and to see young people like that go on and have that confidence where they made it they're from Hayward or wherever, that gives them confidence to go into that next level.
Some innovation tried there by Curran Guy to no avail. Another minor score. Big marking pack. Ball comes to the back to Alone, who's been pretty good. Dumps it to the wing. It'll be coming back. Been marked by Flowers. And that's a nice kick. Teammate couldn't take the mark, though, and they might be in trouble here. There's plenty of red jumpers around this footy.
dangerous kick too, because he went across the goals then.
He did. And Thomas
What a kick.
swoops
What
on
a
it and
kick.
puts it long and puts it home. Wow. 3 for Kyle Thomas.
That was a beautiful kick from outside 50, and they dribbled it in, and he's on fire, isn't he, Thomas?
Oh, look, what a great kick then, because, look, that kick, as we see in the replay, Beautiful kick there off the, or not a beautiful kick. He's given him every time and every opportunity. He's kicked that inside the square. Travis, that's good.
Massive.
That's about 60-metre kick. Even though it bounced through, that's brilliant. That's confidence.
He's up and about, isn't he, young Thomas? And he's loves to celebrate. And you know, when you kick goals like that outside 50, it gets your teammates up and going. And you know, you go from that momentum and you keep playing good footy.
Going to be hard to stop, isn't he? He is rolling. From the restart, Team Hill, have they got time to find a reply? They worked off the footy. Illegally, says the umpire. And then the free kick coming to Flowers, who squares it up into the middle of the park to Whaley Stack and puts it long inside
Good
450.
kick.
Got targets to kick to. Who can crumb it? Taylor tries to find the handle. Team Dempsey will win out, though. Hansen brings his teammate into the game, and they're up to half forward again. Here he is again. Thomas. He's kicked 3, and now he's going to start to give them off. And Shilton Yarran is on the end of his good work.
Isn't it funny? You know, they just showed you that they can go from one end to the other pretty quickly, Nathan, and not a lot of time left in this game, but this would be, Team Hill wouldn't be happy with this if they kick this one, because it'd be very close to half time.
Yeah, the ball movement of Team Dempsey, when they've got that ball around that half-back flank, they're just running with numbers, and they've always got options around, kicking into that forward line. And, with Thomas, who's, marking everything up there and setting them up, he's, been a lot more predictable going in the forward line.
That one's just held up in the breeze and gone across the face for a minor score. Nice mark, good hands. Doreen.
Gee, he looks like a big boy, Doreen, doesn't he?
They're big. Men have held some good marks from the Hill squad. He and Deverell and Hammersley have all got good hands, good clean hands. Another opportunity for Team Dempsey. The siren will beat them, and it's half-time in the Footy Means Business Rio Tinto Cup for 2018. Team Dempsey with a 17-point lead at half-time. That second term was all about Kyle Thomas. He booted 2 of his 3 goals. After the break, the second half, it's all ahead of Team Hill at the MCG.
Whoa, that's so loud. Oh, no, it's just really loud, yeah.
Dust,
Yeah.
have the monitor here to see the vision. So
Okay, Dust is wide on 5 and 5.
Okay, yeah, so getting shot from there, but I won't be able to see the
Being
vision.
shot from here.
Oh, okay, yeah,
You
yeah.
don't have a monitor here
Okay.
to see what you're talking over.
Okay, so there we go.
So you're on the Dust key?
Yeah, that was all good. I think he's just spoken.
Got your freeze? Yep. Yep, just...
So, Mark, do you just want to ask them to roll the vision here for us so Dust can see what he's talking over?
Can we just roll the vision now so Dust
Yep. Sorry.
No, there is.
Whereabouts? Sorry, mate, can you roll again? Tonight on The Kick, live from the MCG. It's one of the most celebrated nights on the AFL calendar. Dreamtime at the G. We chat to Woosha and to Dimmer about getting set to slide in next week's Big Freeze. To help fight M&D, join The Kick live at 6:30 p.m. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Dust, do you need the vision here to look over or you're okay?
I can see if I can do it without it, but yeah.
Yep. Hey, Matty, just smash.
I'm off camera, so I can look at my notes. God, over you can just wave to me or whatever. Tonight on The Kick, we're live from the MCG, one of the most celebrated nights on the AFL calendar. It's Dreamtime at the G. Woosha and Dimmer about to get set to slide in next week's Big Freeze to help fight M&D. The Kick, 6:30 tonight.
Speak to the... Hello, can you hear me? It's Gilbert speaking. Can I speak to someone up top? Oh, Tara, can you hear me? Don't worry about it, don't worry about it.
Yes, thanks, Sean. Looking forward to what is one of the absolute marquee nights on the count. Doesn't work, does it? Jesus fucking Christ.
You did well to get that far.
There you go. Someone's taking the piss. Yes, thanks, Sean. Looking forward to what is always one of the marquee nights on the calendar. It's Dreamtime at the G, and with a rejuvenated Bombers taking on last year's premiers, the Tigers, we're set for a Saturday night special. Jake Stringer plays his 100th game as well. And what about the news? All 18 coaches set to take the slide for the Big Freeze at the G. We catch up with Woosha and Dimmer tonight. Make sure you join us right after the news. It's Dreamtime at the G.
I am here. We're getting, I think the Channel 7 broadcast. I'm here. Can you hear me? I can hear you. Yep.
Yeah.
Hello, are we on air now?
That's fine.
Oh, go on. Sorry.
Nothing to do with the early stages of this second term. The team.
I've got to stop saying that.
A ripping first half in the Footy Means Business Rio Tinto Cup for 2018. And that man, Kyle Thomas, it was all about him in the first term. 3 first half goals. And he set up this lead that Team Dempsey enjoy at half time of some 16 points. 3 for him, 1 for Conway, 1 for Phillips, and Hammersley and Parfitt, the goal kickers for Team Hill. Gilbert, what did you think?
Oh, look, I thought it was a terrific half of footy. Obviously, Team Hill, Nathan, they got too many behinds, 2 goals, 2 behinds. That's 9 scoring shots. That should be a bit better. That should be like 6-3 or 5-4. They're kicking not as good as Dempsey team. They're kicking, winning them the game.
And they've probably had some easy opportunities, goals, set shots in front, and they've missed those easy ones. But I think, they're probably still a little bit nervous out there, and playing on the big ground MCG, they've got to quickly settle down, get rid of the nerves, and just go out there and play football and have fun as well.
Hey, just quietly, Trav, it's getting dark. They might have to put the lights on.
Yeah, the house lights are currently lit up. I think we'll see the 6 big towers very, very soon as Team Hill want that first goal, and they've got big forwards that can take marks. And here is one of them, Deverell.
Trav and Nathan, more importantly, this is what they need. They needed to get the first goal on this board in the third quarter if they got any chance of making a comeback.
Yeah, and that started in that centre bounce. Their ruckman's getting on top, winning the taps, and their mids are getting the ball, kicking it in quickly into their forwards and giving them a chance, and then, getting goals.
What a ripping goal that was. A great opener for the third term for the Hill squad from the boot of Caden Deverell. That's what they'll want to see. Opportunities taken.
And that's crucial. The clearances, the centre clearances, very, very crucial. Look at that. To tap down, 1 kick, boom. What a great kick. He's kicked that outside the forward 50. That's 55, 53 metres. That's a fair kick.
Yeah, he's a natural forward. He's won multiple goal kicking awards, and really good. It's good leadership too for him to go out and kick that goal outside 50. Give his teammates a bit of momentum, a bit of confidence.
They've got the firepower to get back into the game, haven't they? They're taking plenty of marks inside that forward 50, Josh Hill's squad. And they're going to get another opportunity as Doreen gives it to Flowers, who's been good. And that kick's okay. Teammate can control it again. And Deverell, high ball inside forward 50. The numbers at the fore of the footy. And we're tracking it is Smith, who tried to knock it to his own advantage. Flowers put himself in a risky position and then followed up again. Was beaten to the punch by Parfitt. That was plucked back by Purton. And inside forward 50, go Team Hill. Getting on the end of it is Kurangai. Had it, lost it, he's gone to ground. Worried out of it by Conway. And he might have been held without the footy.
Great pressure by Conway then, because he could have an opportunity to have a scoring shot. Good pressure by Conway, well done.
So he's happy to go back to the teeth of his defensive goal. And look for Yaron. And he'll go in short to Smith, who's a conduit for everything. Nice build-up. Still in their defensive part of the game. Gabriel Parfitt, again, goes back to that man Smith. And he'll go back to Yaron. So those 3 have shared it around nicely.
They've had 6 or 7 kicks. They've gained 10 metres, Nathan.
Yeah, they're not really... They've probably got it out of their defensive 50 now, and through the run and carry, they've just had players all over the ground. And, Team Hill, they really need to sort of man up and play some defensive football.
Smith and Jones combined. They're up towards half forward. Good use of the body there by Little. Got to the back. He had the teammates there to win it back.
Good tackle.
Strong tackle. Laid by Davies. No reward though. Free kicking advantage paid to Team Hill. No, that kick wasn't great from McDonald. Now they've got a problem. Flowers tries to find it. Good tackle laid by Smith.
Nathan, I've been impressed by this young Smith. He's getting around about. He's notching up the touches.
Yeah, he's got good engine on him, hasn't he? He's running up and down. And what I've been really impressed about is just the defensive tackling. There's been a lot of good tackles and pressure on the ball, which is really good to see.
Happy to kick on the 45 to Thomas. And Conway up towards half forward. Mark taken there by McMasters. And they can share it as well. It's all bottled up back there, guys. Long to the top of the goal square. Cockatoo Lou was outsized and outnumbered. Did pretty well half the contest, and it's rushed through, Gilbert.
Well, I thought he was the only one that had the boot on it then. Dominic Cockatoo Lou, it almost. But well done by young Liam McDonald there to get a smother on that.
So a 2-goal margin in the Footy Men's Business Rio Tinto Cup for 2018. Early stages in this third term. Flowers. And they're going to employ a bit of hold on to the footy tactics. Taylor.
That's a great kick.
Taken by Egan. And gee whiz, how about that for an effort from Kurangai? He's got all the tricks. Slides in, controls the mark, and juggled it a bit for fun in the end. Up towards half forward, got a contest, and they've got the winners at ground level here. Team Hill, the ball will come out the back. Will they get an opportunity? They've just got to find the handle. Losing his footing there was Boyo Christie. He's been infringed, and free kick an advantage to his team. And they get it out of there. Trying to get onto it is Wanganeen. He's got a problem. His teammate's going to roll it back to him cleverly in the end, and he busted his tackle, and he got a bit of high contact. Into the middle of the park they go. Ugle. His kick had a bit much on it for his teammate. Mopping it up at the back, there's Egan. He has a bounce. Centre Pepper Egan, who plays for Inglewood in the Loddon Valley Football League in Central Victoria.
Strong league, that one. Trev, you'd know about that league, wouldn't you?
I do. Just drive through Inglewood every day on the way to work. Home of the Navy Blues. They've had a lean little period for a long time, Inglewood. Team Dempsey with an opportunity. Saylor got it forward. Conway. Saylor might have been ridden into the ground there by McDonald. Umpire calls play on. Team Hill have got to be clean. They've got opposition players coming at them, and Quartermain's brought to ground.
Tried to do a bit too much there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Had his teammate running past and probably should have gave it to him.
Well, he had prior opportunity,
Yeah.
Nathan. Good point then, and that's probably why he got penalised for it. But look, great pressure again from Team Dempsey, and T.O. Yaron, that's great pressure by him, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's probably probably why they're in front. Their pressure and their tackling and just causing those turnovers has been really fantastic, and another shot at goal.
So Arnold Conway kicked a goal at this end of the ground in the first term. Can he do the same again? He can. Pops it through. And Team Dempsey extend their lead. Margin now out to 17 points. 18 points.
18 points. I was just going to say, Trev and Nathan, just before that, the difference was 12 points, and that's the closest Team Hill's been all day. That's good they made that comeback. That'll hurt them a little bit, but still, you know, there's still plenty of time for Team Hill to, you know, get closer.
Well, they're still in the game, and when they get the ball in their forward line, they create an opportunity. That's just probably just that. They're not running back, I don't reckon. I reckon they're getting back and helping the defenders out.
Will that dry up a little bit as the game goes on? It's been a long week for these guys. They've had a very busy time. As Team Hill get another look, and that's a ripping goal. What a finish from the boot of Farron Parfitt. The quick reply.
Oh, that's what they needed, Nathan, after that last goal now, because it's back to 12 points, just 2 scoring shots there. So that's what they needed to do.
Yeah, no, out of the centre bounce again. You know, their ruckman, Team Hill, he's doing a really good job in there. He's a really good tap ruckman, giving the midfielders a chance, and then midfielders are getting it into that forward line quickly, and it's just one-on-one football once they get in there quick, and they're creating goals.
Yeah, Jason Doreen, he's the ruckman at the moment, number 24. He's been terrific. He's been getting first use of the ball. Jamon alone, he was the one that got the tap off him then. So, yeah, they just seem to have a good little system happening in the second half, Nathan.
Yep. Yeah, all starting from that centre bounce.
And Farron Parfitt with his second of the game. So they're hanging around, Team Hill, 11 points of the margin. We might be set up for a ripping final term.
Smith again.
He's everywhere, Gilly. Up towards half forward. This time it's chopped off by Whaley Stack. And that's got to be perfect, that kick. It wasn't quite. Stuma Hooper has a problem, but into assist comes Brown. And Malcolm Brown puts it out towards Muko. Couldn't find the handle. Teammate had it and lost it. He'll share it around by hand and he'll go again, Brown. And dispossessed there. Getting a free kick in the end is Debreeze Muka. So he had a problem earlier and he looks like he's okay, which is great news.
Yeah, the team yellow, Hill, look at the numbers on the fit. Look at that numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 to Team Dempsey 2. We didn't see that in the first half, Nathan.
Well, yeah, they're a lot more outnumbering at the ball, which is good to see. But to Team Dempsey's credit, the pressure that they're putting on, and it's sort of causing them to sort of turn it over.
So Team Hill on the ball again. He's a hard man to bring down, Deverell. He's going to be rewarded with a kick on the wing here, so he's covering the territory. And he's popped it up towards half forward. Gee, good bullocking work down there by Alone. He's been impressive today. Set up that last goal. And there is the goal kicker in Parfitt. Had it and lost it, Kane Savalas said.
Oh, great handball. Sorry, Trev.
You're right, Gilbert. Great use, wasn't it? Ends with Naja Merrick. The high ball in the Cockatoo-Loo direction. Good awareness of where that ball was going to bounce. Look at the overlap.
Oh, what a kick.
And a long kick is just out to the right-hand side from the boot of Teo Yaron.
Yeah, that was well taken there. They're well set up there by Savalas Seaton. He set it up from the back 50. That makes it 13 points, 3 scoring shots. And that might be a valuable point for later in the game.
Yeah, hopefully. No, the boys are going all right. And just probably their defensive pressure, I reckon, with Team Dempsey has been really good. That's something that I'm standing out. And just the way their ball movement, just looking in the corridor and running in numbers. Team Hill's starting to pick it up, but yeah, just that two-way running.
Here's Smith, just pulled the kick beautifully and lands on the chest of Wendell Saylor directly in front. Great foot. He could have blazed away there, Gilly, but he just pulled the kick and he's set up an almost certain goal for Saylor.
Yeah, great vision. Look, if you just look at the replay, you know what I call that? Peripheral vision, Nathan. You're pretty good. The Indigenous players have got pretty good peripheral vision, haven't they?
And he's done it. Wendell Saylor's popped it through. Famous name in another sporting code, Wendell Saylor.
Yeah, I wonder if he's related from him. Yeah.
Rugby background?
Yeah, no. Look who set it up, Smith again.
He's been terrific, hasn't he?
He's been very terrific. Maybe later on in the game, if I'm pretty sure there's a best on ground. He'd be certainly one to look at, Nathan.
He's got a lot of the ball, both ends of the ground. You see his work rate, just working from the back line to the forward line. He's getting a lot of the ball, setting up the forwards.
Great vision there of Muka and Saylor, just giving him some congratulations of his goal at the MCG. Why not? All about leadership, the program. And they'll come again here. Team Dempsey. Walker got it forward out to the wing, and here's Saylor again. He sprung to life, although Muka got him and he got him high.
I've just been informed that there is a best on ground, Travis and Nathan, so well done. That'll be something to remember, to be the best on ground at the MCG in a game like this. They'll never forget that, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
Nathan.
definitely the confidence that gives you, going to play back in your club footy next week, the next week. And
yeah.
That free kick wasn't seen as high, and he won the free kick, Muka, but with a stoppage on the wing now. And again, that ruck combination of Doreen to Alone comes up trumps. Picking up the footy is Kurin Guy. He's got tricks. Not sure that was by design, but it's going to work okay, although his teammate left it behind. He has to follow up. Great pressure in the forward line from Team Hill, trying to bust through as Egan. And he's going to get a free kick. Kurin Guy has been terrific in that passage of play. And he's going to be rewarded with a shot of goal from about 25 metres.
Yeah, it's Mark Kurungai. Look, I might be wrong. I'm not too sure, but I think he might be from a place called Wadeye in the top of in Northern Territory. So yeah, I'm not too sure, but good to see players not only just from urban areas or country towns, but actual communities. And there's a difference, especially in Northern Territory, West Australia and the top of Queensland, Nathan.
Yeah, I was actually with some mob from Wadeye today. I had a bit of a tour with them and took them to grandfather Doug Nichols' statue behind Parliament House, and been doing a bit of a leadership program with them for the last couple of days. I took them for a tour around Essendon. So, no, it's great to see a young guy from Wadeye, playing in these type of games, that create those opportunities.
Good saving mark taken by Egan. And here comes Smith again, having a run down the southern side wing at the MCG.
He's got the ball on a string, Travis.
He has. He's just bouncing his way. Now he's hit a roadblock, so he dumps it forward. And a well-judged mark taken by Liam McDonald. McDonald will switch to the broadcast side. That ball will sit okay for Trevor Wanganeen. He too has a bounce, and his kick just touches grass. Gee, I thought he didn't nearly enough to keep that in there, Tristan Little. Boundary umpire saw it differently.
Young Trevor Wanganeen Jr., he played for Tattoon in Storr, and he also was a part of the Port Adelaide Aboriginal Academy for the last 3 years, and travelled to China with that group. And
what an opportunity that is, Nat.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity. The pathways that these young Indigenous kids have got now, and opportunities, it's just really fantastic to see.
The Taddayoon Hawks, I reckon they are, and they play in the Minnanira League.
Minnanira League.
Oh, wow.
Which is based around Ararat. Along the Western Highway, if you're ever travelling between Melbourne and Adelaide, you'll go through Ararat about 200 k's west of Melbourne. Storr would be the next town too, the famous gold mining township of Storr. Here they come again.
Plus
Team Hill.
plus the Storr's gift.
The Storr gift, yes. Every Easter weekend, Gilly. What a weekend it is. And what an opportunity this is for Team Hill and Farron Parfitt to have a look at goal number 3.
And they need to kick this one, Nathan, because Team Dempsey was just starting to get on top a little bit. It wouldn't be too far away from three-quarter time. So if they kick this one, that'll bring it back to 12 points again.
Well, it was good awareness by,
or 18 points.
Kicking it into the forward line, and
sorry,
could have blazed away with it, but, he hit up his teammate, and now he's got a shot at goal.
And he has just squeaked it out to the left, so a minor score for him at three-quarter time off the boot of Farron Parfitt. Three-quarter time here, it's an 18-point lead to Team Dempsey in the Footy Means Business Rio Tinto Cup. After the break, the final term, it promises to be a beauty. See you on the other side.
Yeah, they're not really.
And Free Football League in Central Victoria.
The third term was a beauty in the Rio Tinto Cup. Some great skills from both sides and some wonderful finishing from the boot of Farron Parfitt. So a big last term ahead of us, with Team Dempsey taking in a 3-goal buffer. Kyle Thomas has booted 3 and been outstanding. Arnold Conway 2, 1 in the first, 1 in the third, and Farron Parfitt amongst the goal kickers for Team Hill. We're underway. Any chance Team Hill can storm home here, Nathan or Gilbert?
Oh, I think the boys, the Team Dempsey's up and about, and they've got that confidence, and they're just looking more dangerous around the ground. I think it's in saying that it's still pretty even. Like I think the Team Hill's had the ball in their forward line, but they're just not making most of those opportunities. They've missed a couple of set shots that they probably should have kicked, and they would have been within the game.
And they have to kick the first goal of this quarter. That'll bring it back to 2 goals.
Let's see if they can, as Gabrielle Parfitt looks to put Team Dempsey inside forward 50.
Yeah, there was a push in the back, and it's been paid downfield, Trav.
So you'll get a look here, Gabrielle Parfitt.
So I see that they've moved young Kyle Thomas into the centre, so he's playing on the ball, and he's kicked 3 goals in that so far.
He's been terrific.
And, he's moved into the midfield.
So we've got a Parfitt on each side in this contest. Farron's booted 2 for the opposition. Can Gabrielle get on the board? Gee, that's a nice looking kick.
Yeah.
They know how to kick goals, the Parfitt guys.
Yeah, and Nathan Lockhart just said Team Hill needed the first one. That's going to make it hard for Team Hill now, but yeah, good start by Team Dempsey.
Yeah, it's a great start by the Dempsey team. I think with Team Hill, probably the last couple of goals that they've had, it started in that centre bounce, so they just really got to get on top of that centre bounce and get the ball going forward just to give their forwards a chance.
So Gabrielle Parfitt has pushed that margin out to 4 goals. It starts to get sticky now for Team Hill. Can they get going? Here's Smith again, though. He can really be damaging. Long to the top of the goal square. A one-on-one. It's fisted away. They've got to be clean here, though. They've got a problem picking it up and snapping it around the body. It's not quite out of play, in fact, from the boot of Helmuth into the pocket. He follows up. Ball comes to Smith. Got onto his right foot. Not huge purchase on the kick, though. Tracking out as McDonald had his pocket picked. Some fancy work there by Parfitt. It's come undone. Whaley Stack rolls it forward, only as far as Egan. He shares it with Gondara. And his wobbler inside forward 50's been picked off. They'll get another chance, though. Parfitt lays it up for Helmuth. He couldn't find the handle. And emerging with the footy is Wanganeen. Turned it over, though. Conway, dispossessed. Some nice wheels on Stumner Hooper. Kick, not great, though. And plenty of opportunities here for Team Dempsey.
Great pass, wasn't it?
Thomas with the ball again. He's already kicked 3, so he's got a mark.
They've probably had the 2 standout players, haven't they, in Thomas and Smith?
I was just going to say, Trav, Thomas would be up there for the best on ground as well, Nathan, because he's played a terrific game up forward.
Yeah, he's been really good up forward. There was another young player, Samuel Gondara, that had the ball, and he was from Elcho Island.
Elcho, I think that's where Layla Guruwebi comes from on the Margaret Footy Show, yeah.
So in he comes, Kyle Thomas. He's a ripping finish, usually, not this time. He's still going to have plenty of stories about goals at the MCG this afternoon, isn't he?
Oh, I'm sure all these players today will be asking for a copy of this game, Nathan.
Absolutely.
Don't worry about that.
You love to watch yourself on the MCG.
Oh, when you're that age, we all did it, didn't we?
I still did it.
Great stuff. So Wiley's...
He's been terrific in a losing side, Doreen.
His tap work I've been really impressed with, like just around the centre bounce. He's just tapping it there, but probably their midfielders probably haven't got to the right spots.
Super grab by Davies under pressure from Hammersley. And just tries to lay up the kick, and he was caught flat-footed, waiting for the footy there, Gondara. Now, can they get something going here, Team Hill? Still time.
to put themselves back into the contest. Good work by Davies, went to fist, found it at ground level. Plenty of numbers in yellow jumpers around this footy. Deverell fishes it out to Purton, and he'll put it into the path here of Jaden Quartermain. Tracks the footy into the pocket, spins around, tries to square it up. There's no one home. And it's going to come back. And Smith shares it with Davies. Nice control on the kick to Conway. That was clever. Not sure it was by design, but he'll take it up towards half forward. Go team Dempsey. And good work picking it up there is Stum the Hooper. He's got some pace. Puts it out to the wing. Team that keeps it in play. Gets it up towards Quartermain. Can he keep it in play? Smith's going to usher him over. He does all the good things, doesn't he?
He does, Smith. And Team Yellow, they probably should have done a bit better there. That skill level let them down then.
Yeah, they're just a bit fumbly. Still, you know, they're getting it in there, but you're just not making the most of it.
I think Conway might have got a bit lucky. Might have given him the benefit of the doubt there. Team Hill. Might have been held without the footy, Hakeem Flowers. And he'll go back and have a look from 45 metres out on a 45-degree angle. He's been encouraging today as well. He's had a good day in the yellow and black.
He's been good, Nathan. You know, what a name. Hakeem Flowers. That's a pretty deadly name, I reckon.
It was a good tap by the ruckman again in that boundary throw-in. He tapped it out the back and he read it and ran onto it and created an opportunity.
He's got to kick this.
Kicks on its way and starts and stays out to the right.
That's been the story of their night, hasn't it, Trav? You know, they had a lot of opportunities, but they've wasted them, Nathan.
Yeah, you've got to make the most of those opportunities, and especially when you're down, you know, 2 or 3 goals, it gives you that confidence to get back in the game if they get a goal. But if you miss it, it can take away that confidence.
Swooping on the footy here has been Haddam. He's brought to ground. And we're going to have a ball up at centre half forward.
Gee, there's some big boys in this team, you know, some solid-looking fellas.
Yeah, I think the age group was 18 to 24. Yeah, right. So some good sized boys out there.
Here's Thomas just busting a tackle. Kick not super, and Team Hill can share it around between Drover and McDonald. Kick's okay. Teammate couldn't take the mark out there, though, in Kurangai, who's been sublimely skilled today. Gee, that's a good use of the body there by Brown. Now, get another chance. Here he is again. Kurangai. Clever little knock-on attempt by Parfitt was unsuccessful. Jones slips a tackle, and that's a beautifully weighted left foot kick to Savalas Seddon. He wants to get on with it. He'll have a couple of bounces, why not? Runs his full measure the 3rd time and then puts his teammate under the pump. Was clever enough to slip the tackle, Nadja Merrick, and gave it back to Savalas Seddon. They've worked this forward nicely and just let down by the kick of Gabriel Parfitt.
Just with young Savalas, it's actually Seddon. So, yeah, now I know his mum and his dad, and, yeah, he plays for the Pioneers Football Club in Alice Springs.
There you go. Thank you, Gilly.
It was good run and link up from the team Dempsey from the back line. They handballed it all the way up, and just that kick into the forward line just let them down.
Gabriel Parfitt was able to reconcile that kick and take the mark, and he's set up that man, Kyle Thomas.
He's going back for a shot.
He kicked one. Was it him from there before? Was it him or?
It was a prodigious kick.
I'll back him in then.
Yeah, I'm backing. Oh no, he's passed it.
Oh, he has laid it off.
Unselfish.
And it wasn't a great kick to Davies, who's now got a problem in the forward pocket. Kept his feet though, and he's going to get a look. Left foot kick from the pocket.
Oh, what a goal!
Oh my word! What a goal from Liam Davies. Kyle Thomas has done kicking them, now he's laying them off.
It wasn't a good kick to him, but he cleaned it up from the boundary, didn't he?
Well, he made something out of nothing. Have a look at the replay. He's taken them on. Unbelievable. Look, didn't even look at the goals. Magnificent goal. That's goal of the day, no doubt about, or goal of the evening.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's starting to get a bit dark now.
It is, under the house lights. A wonderful goal from Liam Davies. 21-year-old from Tasmania. So from the restart. He'll be telling all his friends in the northwest of Tassie, played with Ulverstone down there. And that's one he'll recount over and over again for, well, all of this week and probably many years to come.
I was saying he won the best first-year senior player down there, so he's played a lot of senior football too, Liam Davies.
And he's also represented Tasmanian under-23 side, so that's a good effort.
He's got a good CV behind him, hasn't he? And we saw his best work then. Team Dempsey will get another opportunity, and he was too big and strong in the goal square. Plays on and kicks the goal as Chilton Yarran.
It was a good kick into that forward line, you know, one-on-one, top of the goal square, and, you know, that's what you want as a forward. And do your craft and do your work and take the mark and kick the goal.
Yeah, that's it. See how he gets it in quick. That's what you want. Forwards like to get it in quick. Well done to Michaelis McMasters. He's played a pretty good serviceable game. He's been getting some touches for the whole 4 quarters.
Yeah, and that's what you want. You know, you play one of these games, get your hand on the ball and, you know, kick a goal or two, and the confidence that you get from that. And
got to mention his dad, Toadie. He'd be proud watching him on the TV.
He's enjoying.
He's happy. Look at him.
His minutes on the big screen.
He's seen himself on the screen,
So
Nathan, and he's just giving himself a bit of a pump up.
And I've noticed the boys, they've looked at the screen a couple of times when they're on there, and you see a little smile.
Oh, I wonder where they get that from. Maybe the AFL players, I reckon.
They might have seen some of Nathan's celebrations in our pre-game. So the Hill squad, have they got something special to celebrate in what remains of this edition of the Rio Tinto Cup? Well, it won't be on this 4-8. It'll be Team Dempsey again. It kicks a little too wide.
Yeah, they're starting to run away with it, ain't they, Team Dempsey?
Yeah, and there's, 11 and a half minutes to go. It's roughly been about 15 minutes 50 per quarter, so not a lot of time left in this last quarter.
It's been an entertaining brand of football, though, guys. Open, and they're all going for their shots. As getting a look here is Teo Yarran. That one not quite what he would have hoped for.
Yeah, it's been a really good brand of football, especially with Team Dempsey, the way they've ran the ball from the back line and linked up with the handball and, you know, looked in that corridor and going into the forward line, being able to create those opportunities.
I'll get another opportunity here, almost. It was knocked away from Teo Yarran. And the Hill squad will go out searching for Whaley Stack, and he's up to it. And he's got teammates streaming through the middle of the ground, and the kick is to their advantage. It was well played. Here's Purton, inside forward 50. That wasn't a great entry, and Hanson's able to pick it off and work his way up to half back. It's a nice ball and a good strong mark taken by Gabriel Parford, who's had a good second half in particular. Up towards full forward Chilton Yarran.
A bit high.
And he's going to get another go.
Hey, look at him. He's got that.
He is enjoying himself, Gilbert.
Oh, I know he is, and he's got that cheeky little smile, Nathan. Nah, good on him. He's enjoying himself. That's what we want to see from these fellas. You know, I know it's a big occasion for them, but, you know, you said it before, just go out and enjoy it.
Yeah, just have fun. You know, first time playing on an MCG. You might not ever play on it again, so just enjoy it while you can.
Off hands and into the behind post for a ball in from the boot of Yarran. 35-point margin. Ball back into play at the teeth of Team Dempsey's goal. Team Hill will need to be clean. Over the footy, trying to bust through is Stuma Hooper. It's been picked off here by Gabriel Parford, who swings onto that right boot and kick right to the teeth of goal. Deverell getting back.
Hey, Deverell's been all right too, you know. He started in the forward line. They've thrown him on the ball, and even in defence, he's been okay in a losing side.
How about the work of Saylor there to set up Parford again, dances around, gets to 25. That's a ripping goal. A ripping team goal.
Yeah, it was a great goal there by Parford. He took the game on and got around him and finished it off.
Nah, that was well done. And look, see the skill error? Look who knocked it out. That was number 11, Wendell Saylor. Take him on, Natrat. You've done that a few times.
Well, yeah, if you if you're in range of the goals, take them on, and that's how you create those opportunities. And
Here we go. The replay. That's it.
A little bit of me time,
he
Billy.
was smiling before he was even.
Well, it's the old sidestep, isn't it, eh? They're pretty good at it, the Indigenous footballers.
So over in the restart.
You was all right at it, Gilly.
Oh, I was all right.
Jones. Hand pass was a bit high for Parfitt. They've got it forward again, though.
What a pickup.
Dempsey, gee, that was neat, wasn't it?
One-handed.
And then was well tackled. That was Nairua, the man who's having his first game of football on the MCG too.
He's got a real rugby tackle about him, hasn't he? He done 2 tackles in a row, and I reckon, his first game of football, but I reckon he's come from a rugby background.
And there he is, just sharing a moment with Hakeem Flowers. Spent the week together. Had some great opportunities throughout the program. And they're soaking up the last few minutes on the MCG.
Oh, what a pick-up by the big fella.
Great stuff, Gilbert. And Team Hill will get an opportunity. Up towards half forward, and here he is, Hammersley. The sake of the mark. Wants to get on with it and bring someone into it. Didn't have anyone to give it off to. And in the end, he has found Kyle Ugle.
Oh, the grandson of Troy Ugle, the ex-West Coast champion too. Don't worry about that, Troy
Actually,
Ugle.
currently playing up for the Cairns line under Aaron Davey, young Kyle Eagle.
Oh, wow. Good to see Aaron doing a bit of coaching, Nathan.
Yeah, Aaron's moved up there and he's coaching, and I think he might have had his brother Alan Davey up there playing as well, and I think Shannon Motlop, they might have went up there and played.
So Isaiah Whaley-Stack will have the opportunity for the last kick of the Rio Tinto Cup for 2018, and he soaks up his moment and kicks a goal and celebrates in style as Isaiah Whaley-Stack. But in the end, it was Team Dempsey 11-9-75 over Team Hill 5-10-40, a 35-point win to the team in red in the 2018 Rio Tinto Cup.
Oh, well done, Trav. You've done a great call, mate. Great stuff. And Nathan, I really enjoyed working with you this evening, brother. Great to see you, and it was a great game, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, it was a very good game. It was exciting football, and it was very entertaining, and it was good to be here.
Who caught your eye, guys?
Look, I've got to say, number 5, William Smith. Nathan, I don't know about you.
Yeah, no, Smith, he had a really incredible work rate. You could just see him working through that midfield up and back. And but someone else that stood out was young Kyle Thomas. I think he kicked three goals won, and he was really good up forward for the Dempsey team. Yeah,
and for the yellow team, I thought Doreen, the ruckman, was pretty good, Trav, and he played a ripper of a game. And there was one other fellow that I'm trying to think of. I just can't think off the top of my head, but in a losing side, they did okay.
Yeah, I was really impressed with the ruckman too.
Deverell, that's who it was. Sorry, Caden Deverell.
Yeah, just the ruckman, his tap work around the centre bounces, and he was really good.
Here's the war cry. Stunning vision of those colours of red, yellow and black.
Yeah, I was going to say Shelley Weir was right in the middle of there. I reckon Shelley was looking behind her back, Nathan.
Getting a bit nervous, wasn't she? Great to see that, the war cry from the Indigenous players. I was a part of it when I was up in Alice Springs, and it's really, it makes you feel really proud of your culture, and to be able to perform something like that. It's similar to the haka. This is our war cry, and it's great to see these young guys doing that.
Our Master of Ceremonies will be Shelley Ware for the post-match after this 2018 Rio Tinto Cup.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a big hand to the players of the Dempsey team and the Hill team from the AFL Rio Tinto Footy Means Business program. These outstanding young men are from all over Australia. They've participated in a week-long program here in Melbourne, and we're very excited to run out onto the hallowed turf here today. Rio Tinto is one of the largest private sector employees of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. They are proud of their long-standing relationship with the people and communities over Australia. They are equally as proud of the Footy Means Business Pathways partnership with the AFL and the young men who have represented here today. And now would you please welcome Joanne Farrow from Rio Tinto to present the winner of the Rio Tinto Cup to Dempsey team.
Woo! Thank you. Rio Tinto are very proud to be principal partners with the AFL in their Indigenous suite of programs. And our 8-year association with Footy Means Business is a critical part of that. So tonight I'm very pleased to congratulate Team Dempsey, their coach Matt Cooper and their captain Will Smith.
Well done. Andrew Cracker will now also present the Best on Ground medal.
The best on ground goes to Will Smith. Well done, mate. Good work. Well done, brother. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this afternoon's curtain raiser match, the Rio Tinto Cup. Would you please give the players a round of applause?
An entertaining game, Gilbert and Nathan, and Will Smith are most deserving medalists. You discussed a couple of the guys that were in the frame, but he certainly stood out.
Yeah, no, look, he deserved it, Nathan, and well done to the both sides. There's no losers in this game, mate. It's all about the opportunity. They'll get together afterwards and they'll have a good evening to watch the Dreamtime game now.
Yeah,
Nathan.
definitely, and that's what it's all about, just creating those opportunities for these young guys and for them, coming out here, enjoying their football and having fun.
In the Footy Means Business Rio Tinto Cup for 2018, it was a victory to Team Dempsey by 35 points. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. A ripping day of football at the MCG and a ripping celebration of football.
This is JB. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is JB. Do you want to check the other ones or? All right, cool, mate.
Well, thanks, Sammy and Dimmer. How good's this? All 18 coaches going down the slide for exam and D?
Yeah, it is exciting. It's obviously a big operation to get all 18 of us there, but to support such a great cause. And I was very fortunate to have Neil Danaher part of my early AFL life at Essendon. And everything for the great man, to be fair.
Well, thanks, Sammy and Dimmer. How good's this? All 18 coaches going down the slide for exam and D?
Yeah, it is terrific. Obviously, Neil Danaher is such a big part of all of our lives, and for all 18 coaches to offer and clubs to offer their support for such a great cause is terrific. And I look forward to it.
Now, I just saw Jack there. He's mounting a campaign that you've got to wear the Speedos, mate.
He's just that happy I'm going down that slide, so I'll put it over to him. He can pick what I wear on the day, I think. But look, it's going to be a great day.
And just a word on Dreamtime, Dimmer, it's become a great event, hasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly has. Like, it's been a terrific build-up, and you know we play in big games, you know, because we're a big footy club. But this is something different again. It's, you know, spiritual in nature, and we hear the storytelling, and we see the Indigenous community come together as one with our footy club, and it's just a great place to be.
Yeah, it is. Good luck tonight.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, Dimmer. Thanks, mate.
All right, get out of here. Crazy kids.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hey.